I believe in your complex.
This morning on our Saturday session, My Morning Jacket. The childhood friends from Louisville, Kentucky, have been making music together for decades and nearly called it quits. But then they produced a new self-titled album and reclaimed what Rolling Stone calls their mantle as retro rock's top mystics. They'll perform new music in just a minute, but first, here's Anthony Mason.
Excuse me, you know I beg your pardon for this interruption. Now back to regularly scheduled programming.
When My Morning Jacket took a hiatus in 2017, they weren't sure they'd ever get back together. So lead singer Jim James and drummer Patrick Hallahan had no expectations when the band finally returned to the studio.
We weren't even gonna make a record. We're like, let's just get together.
Yeah.
Let's hang out. Let's heal. Let's just kind of get to know each other again. It just felt so nice that eventually we started making a record.
When you say we had to heal, what were you healing from?
I think communication. I think really I think as I examine myself through psychotherapy and other means, I realize I've been a pretty bad communicator in my life. I mean, our friendship went through a rough patch because of that.
Yep.
Feeling in my soul, I've never felt before.
The group, which came out of Louisville, Kentucky back in the late 90s, had been on the road regularly ever since.
Did you think about calling it quits?
Oh yeah, I've thought about calling it quits many times, yeah. There's never really been any tension in the band, but touring really for me has been so brutal over the years, because before we would say yes to everything and it would just end up killing me.
When he asked me to join the band, it was like the one thing that I said was, the minute that we feel like our friendship is going to be compromised by this thing, then we're out. And
because your friendship was more important?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it got beyond that. And that was the part that really hit me harder than anything. So getting right with him was super important to me.
Your relationship is important because you've been friends since when?
The summer between 3rd and 4th grade.
Long time.
We realized one day that we lived right down the street from one another.
Yeah.
And then we found out we had the same birthday.
Yeah.
And then there are just certain little gifts that the universe plants in your orbit. And he's one of them for me.
How did you feel about the music as it started to come out?
Well, it was cool because this round, a lot of other records, there's all this pressure. You want to blow everybody's mind, make the greatest record of all time. The pressure's on, the clock's running. Studio's $800,000 a day. You better make it good. And we're all in there, 1, 2, 3, 4, bang, bang, bang. And you're like, it just gets so stressful.
But with their new album, My Morning Jacket returned to what they'd first relied on, themselves.
Our collective chemistry is so special, and that's one of the things that really came to all of our realization as we were getting back together is, gosh, it would be such a shame to lose this.